Welcome to my office, somewhere in the North Pole, or perhaps I'm in Ontario. I've been meaning to make an introduction video for some time, but I never got around to it. That is until today. As you can see, my office is decorated to resemble Santa's workshop office. At this time of year, I become Saint Nick. Under normal circumstances, I usually attend many events, schools, like especially Montessori schools, corporate events, private parties, and such. But these aren't normal times or circumstances, are they? Now, putting aside the Santa shtick for the moment, I'd like to welcome all of you to my various channels, because I'll be posting this on a number of different video channels. I've been posting my book reading videos on YouTube for some time now, perhaps a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. A lot has happened in that time. My fiance got cancer, she got a life-saving operation, underwent rigorous and grueling chemotherapy and radiation treatments. The Wuhan flu arrived like a plague demon that time, and all our lives were thrown into upheaval. A hotly contested election took place. I published my second book, which brings me to this video. Consider this video an introduction of sorts, both of me, as well as my first book and my second book. Now, producing, editing, and posting videos on YouTube, Minds, and Rumble is a whole new learning curve for an old guy like me, which means my first dozen plus videos of the first 10 to 15 chapter readings of my first book may leave something to be desired. But it was a fun journey. I published my first book, Abijam Chronicles, Two Families Lost in Time, back in 2013. Now, of course, this is what the first book looks like, for any of you who haven't seen it, and of course for those of you who have seen it. Oh, and that's the neat bookmarker. So, I can't put that down. Now, that is a big time gap between the first book and the second book in the series. What can I say? Sorry, but life got in the way. Should you read both books' author bios, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Anyway, I digress. Both my books are available at most reputable booksellers, as well as some disreputable ones. And some of you will know who I mean. Without further ado or rambling, this is the synopsis of my first book. Let me read it for you. Albert Meisner is really incensed. Not only is he being blamed for the catastrophe that transported his whole property, his family, their friends, and two unexpected guests to this peculiar world, the whiskey he's been drinking is having no effect on him, which of course is really, really dreadful. The truly culpable person is Frank, his future son-in-law, who is now in a coma from the power surge precipitated by his experimentation with the harmless alien objects Albert had salvaged a dozen years earlier from the wreckage of a spaceship. Albert learned that just moments before the catastrophic event catapulted them to this place, the Secret Service, the Army, had been situated. The Secret Service and the Army had been situated just outside his front gate, about to raid his home. As all vestiges of 21st century life have disappeared, the question becomes not where are they, but when. Though Albert boasts he's just a simple trucker, he sets out to chronicle all the events that may have contributed to their predicaments in the hope of discovering how it could have happened and who or what really caused it. As if things couldn't get worse, a shovel and pickaxe being used to fortify the compound against a possible attack from their new neighbors goes missing. Now, that's a synopsis of the first book. As I'm not in possession of my second book, that's right, it's still hot off the presses, although one fan has already informed me they just received their copy in the mail. I will have to show you a picture of the cover. It's called Abijam Chronicles, Book 2, Strange New World, Same Old World. Now, do I have it here? Ah, yes, here it is. Now, I do apologize for the small print, but it is, let me see, straighten it up. It is what it is. I hope you can all see that. Anyways. Okay. And for the record, both books are illustrated. Yes, as a matter of fact, a quick show. Let me see now. Where are we? As you can see, there's an illustration in there. There's many illustrations in both books. Now, this is the synopsis of my second book. Would you rewrite history? Book 2 begins where Book 1 left off, just not exactly in the same place or time. The first chapter opens right in the middle of Albert's real-time philandering. You get to follow along with him through his impaired state of mind, all from the lingering effects of the alien modules. If you've read first book, then you would know what I'm talking about. You will curiously wonder about the events as they unfold before you, thinking, could this really have happened? You will come to admire the many characters and their multifaceted lives as they develop while you're reading. Just trying to keep track of all of them will make your head spin. Oh yeah, there's a lot of characters, but anyways, you'll find out when you read it. You will finally discover when and where they are. The clock is the clue. Hang on, let me lift this. You see the clock? Okay, anyways, it's the clue. How they got there, and of course, maybe even why. Maybe not. You will cry, you will laugh, and cry again. And yes, there's something in there that, when I wrote it, I would cry every time I got back to it. And I've even had a few people who've proofread my book say the same thing. So a little forewarning there. But you will laugh a lot too. I did, and I wrote the book. Anyways, you will learn what the consequences are when our intrepid travelers deliberately interfere with time, space, and the native cultures that surround them. In other words, will history repeat itself? Which raises an interesting question. What would you do and how would you fare if you found yourself in similar circumstances? What would history say about you? Anyways, whenever I get the opportunity and or inclination, sometimes I need some serious motivation, I try to make my readings a little bit more interesting. I might read a chapter in an unusual or exotic location. I'll show you a few pictures as I'm going through this. I should pause while you're seeing the pictures. And perhaps while performing a novel task, like constructing a crossbow pistol. Hang on for a second. I'm going to pause it right here. Anyways, so we're back. Now, as you can see, this is a crossbow pistol, homemade. Oh, yes. I just don't have the upper arm strength like Jork Sprock does. But having said that, I'll just put this down over here. Well, down over here for the time being. That was quite a job. Anyways, so like I was saying, in constructing a crossbow pistol, as you might have seen on Jork Sprov's YouTube Slingshot channel. I highly recommend, he's got a great channel. Go to the Slingshot channel and you'll be utterly amazed. And he's a really funny guy. Let me show you its features. You'll get to know what that means when you watch it. Or, perhaps I'll do a video while I'm making moonshine. You'll have to go to videos the last half of 19 and chapter 20. As for anyone who's bought my book, I'm going to offer. I'm going to offer the official Abijam Chronicles Book 2 color poster, and it'll be available for $3 plus postage. Where's that poster? Now, the reason I made this poster. Let me see now if I can hold it up there for you so that you can see it. Let me see now. Right. Anyways, hold it up there straight. As you can see, there's a lot of names on the bottom. It's an 11 by 17 poster and has the names of all the major characters to help you identify them. Now, as the old slogan goes, you can't tell the players without a program. Now, for those interested in connecting with me with questions or with requests, my special email address is, I'm going to post it up on the screen, AREM at abijamchronicles.com. You can also find me on Facebook by searching out my name, Alfie R. E. Meyer. Well, it's R. E. Meyer. And once again, please like this video, share it with your friends and family if you liked it, and please do subscribe. It's free. Nobody's charging you for it. So I hope you enjoy my book, and you'll be looking for me on YouTube and some of the other channels where I'll be posting my chapter readings. Have yourself a wonderful day, and Merry Christmas, because usually I'm dressed in character for Santa Claus with his background. Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!